Hello everyone, and welcome to what is quite possibly the easiest Bloody Puddles guide ever. No abilities, no 100% required micro, and no Geraldo needed. Let's get started. Even though this is the easiest guide ever for this map, there is still some difficulty in the first 27 rounds, because there are precise placements and very possible micro, but unlikely micro. It's not likely that you will have to micro, and I will highlight rounds where that might happen, or where it might happen that you do have to micro. First, we start off with the hardest placement in the game by a long shot. First, we have the sub, which has like a 4-pixel area where it works. It's kind of crazy. It's in the middle of this pool over here. Some visual indicators that help a ton to line up this placement are the range border barely going through this circle in the wheel right here. It should go through that right there. It should barely touch the tip of the grass right over here. Not this little leaf on the screen, but like the grass patch over here. And then it should go across this part of the car right here. And then we have the easier of the two, which is the dart monkey. This guy goes right over here, just making sure that the range border touches the inside of these tire treads right here, and the inside of these tire treads right here. And we're going to set this guy to last. These spots are super precise, and there's no way to make them any easier. These spots have taken people a very long time to figure out, so expect it to take a while to get the first 2 rounds. If you beat round 6, you can still lose to round 7 because of your sub spot being off. It is possible. The sub spot is just that specific. It has to snipe things that are leaking, which is kind of ridiculous. And then, for round 8, from here it gets a lot easier, but still until round 27, there is some difficulty to it. This guy goes just as left as possible here, while making sure that the range border just barely touches the edge of this little puddle right here. Set this guy to strong, and then set your other dart monkey to first. For round 9, get a sub right over here just as bottom right as possible in this little puddle right here. If you placed it right, you should still be able to see a little bit of water on the left of the sub right here. This should just barely beat round 9. And now we have round 10, where we have the first thing that we have to do mid-round, which is a sniper placement. As soon as you can, get a sniper right over here, just as right as possible, and line up the edge of the gun with this little rock over here. And you don't have to switch targetings if you placed it fast enough. Just leave it on first for round 10 and 11. In the middle of round 11, we have to place a dart as quickly as possible, just right over here. Just get him over here, and place him down here. That should beat round 11, and then set your sniper to strong for round 12. For round 14, get a second sniper. This guy just as bottom right as possible, above your other guy. These sniper spots are important because we will be upgrading these snipers in the future, and we need to maximize space efficiency with villages. Set this guy to strong as well. And then for 15, get a third sniper. This guy goes just as top left as possible here. And set him to strong as well. There is a slight chance that with these placements and targetings, that you do have to micro one of the snipers to first on round 15 if something gets too far. Usually you shouldn't have to if your placements are correct, but sometimes you will still have to. Here, I don't have to. For round 16, get range on your right sub, because we're going to be getting this guy to advanced intel on round 17. For 17, set your top middle sniper to first, and then get advanced intel as soon as you can. And then for 18, switch your top middle sniper back to strong. For 19, get twin guns on your intel sub. And then for 21, get 2 dart monkeys. One of them goes right here, just to the top left of this pool a little bit, and the range border should just barely touch the left edge of the track right here. And then get another dart monkey right over here, just like as middle as possible between the 2 tracks. If you place them right, their ranges should just barely not overlap, but they should get pretty close. There is a slight chance that you do have to micro one of the snipers on 21 as well, if a balloon gets past your dart monkey down here. And then for 22, get your bottom middle sniper to full metal jacket. Same thing here on 22. There's a slight chance you have to micro a sniper. Probably won't happen, though, if you've gotten your spots right. On 23, get another dart monkey right over here, just as top right as possible here, and set both of your middle dart monkeys to strong for this round. Another thing here, you still might have to micro a sniper. It's very, very unlikely that you do, but the chance does exist. For 24, get night vision goggles on your top sniper, or your top middle sniper. This guy will become our elite sniper in the future, so might as well save a bit of money and upgrade him to night vision goggles now. For 25, you shouldn't have to micro at all. 26 is the last somewhat sketchy round, and then it gets very easy from here. That last zebra can get very far. On 27, we can afford Gwen, but we're not going to get her just yet, because we need to get airburst on our sub. So just get it as soon as possible, and from here, incredibly free. Like, so free. This strategy is ridiculous. On 29, get Gwen right over here, just as top right as possible, below your lead sniper. We're placing her here to maximize the radius of her heated up buff, because that is the main thing that allows this strategy to work. With Gwen, we should be able to fast forward until round 33, so see you then. Alright, and for 33, get camo on your bottom right dart. Airburst should snipe a little bit on the left side, and then your camo sniper should take care of the yellows. And now for 34, we're going to be going for a very strong early game tower right over here, just as middle and as right as possible. A 302 arcane mastery. Make sure to get arcane mastery before the cross path, that is very important. Getting the cross path first will cause you to lose on 35. So just get 300 before 302. If you want to get the cross path in the middle of 35, go for it, but you shouldn't have to. For 36, make sure to get the cross path though, and then set your airburst to close, because you want it to be prioritizing the right lane, as arcane mastery should very easily take care of the left. For 37, set your sub to first, get triple guns, and then get full metal jacket on your top left sniper as well. This round can look a little bit sketchy sometimes with things maybe getting past your arcane mastery a little bit, but it has massive range, so don't worry about it. Things might even enter the range of your sub, which, that's never actually happened to me, but seems like it can happen. After round 39 ends, get a 300 Alchemist right over here so that the only thing in its range is the sub. The reason we want to wait until after 39 to do this is so that the Alch buff fires immediately on the triple gun for round 40. And then, just to make the insides, like, beatable, to make the ceramic insides beatable, we're going to get 2 110 glue gunners right over here. This guy just goes right here as bottom right as possible above your arcane mastery. Leave this guy on first, and then get one as bottom right as possible right above him, and set him to last. This way, they should fire on all 4 ceramics, and all of them should be glued, making this round a breeze. Might still look a bit sketchy sometimes, though. On round 42, we're going to use our glue gunners to line up our village spot. So just get a village as top right as possible here, while still being in range of your bottom 110 glue gunner. You want it to just barely be in range. This will make sure our village is in the best spot for discounting as much as possible. And after you get the village, get it to Monkey Commerce. And then we're going to upgrade our camo sniper to shrapnel, set it to first, and then we're going to get even faster firing on it for 43. That should just make the round a breeze. And then for 45, get it to bouncing bullet, and then right above it, place an alchemist just as bottom right as possible. If you place your village right, he should still be in discount range. We kind of need him to be. And then just upgrade him to a 301 Berserker Brew. And now we're going to upgrade our bottom sniper. We're going to upgrade this guy to a 103 semi-auto, and then we're going to get him to a 203 semi-auto afterward. This guy will just help break down some of the moabs so we can get elite sniper on round 61. Get semi-auto, and then for 49, get large caliber. And then on 49, well, you don't have to do this in the middle of the round, but still do it. Get jungle drums. Technically, you can skip jungle drums and get elite sniper on round 59, but it makes the rest of the mid-game just a little bit more sketchy, and round 60 is beatable with just our current setup anyway. So yeah, now we're just going to go straight for an elite sniper. So get supply drop on your bouncing bullet as soon as you can. Yeah, now we can just fast forward until round 60 because there isn't a single sketchy round until then. Oh yeah, and once you've afforded your supply drop actually, set both of your 110 glue gunners to strong because we want them gluing ceramics and just making these next few rounds way easier. Round 57 can look a little bit sketchy because there's 2 moabs at the same time, but you should be good. Round 60 can look incredibly sketchy, but I've never actually lost to it, so you should be fine. it usually gets about that close. Not much closer, and not much less close. But yeah, on 61, as soon as possible, get Elite Sniper, and then switch it to first whenever you can. From here, the mid-game is very, very easy, because the Elite Sniper pretty much just solos it. '63 should be pretty easy. Elite Sniper wrecks that round. And then, for 64, set your semi-auto to first, and get full auto rifle. 64 is one of the few mid-game rounds Elite Sniper struggles to, so we do have to buy some defense for this round. It always looks that close, don't worry about it. And now we're going to remove the obstacle, so click on the truck and remove it. Oh no, the helicopter broke. Get rid of it. Yeah, that's the funny obstacle Easter egg. But anyway, now we're just going to start upgrading into our main defense for the late game. So right over here, just as top right as possible, below Gwen, get yourself a second discount village. This discount village should not be, or should not affect the Elite Sniper. It doesn't have to. So get Monkey Commerce, and then get another sniper right over here, just as top left as possible, while still being in double discount range. Like, you should see a ×2 on it right there. And now we're going to upgrade this guy to a main Moab set to strong, a 420. So, yeah, just go for that. You should be able to get main Moab on 73. And now, to make the main Moab way, way stronger, we're going to give it its own personal 301 Alchemist right above it. This should still be in single discount range if you've placed your main Moab and villages correctly. Once you've gotten this guy to a 301 and you have, and is alch buffing your main Moab, we're going to get another sniper right over here, just as top left as possible below your main Moab. And we're going to upgrade it to a 032 bouncing bullet. And then right over here, just to the left of it, or no, to its right actually, we're going to get an alchemist. This guy should be in double discount range. Wow, I really can't speak today. Yeah, just to the right of it, get an alch, and it should be in double discount range. And upgrade this guy to a 320. This guy's just to make 78 look less close. But yeah, now we're going to get Elite Defender on our full auto rifle. You should be able to get Elite Defender in the middle of 81 right here. And now we're going to get 3 more bouncing bullets. One of them will go right here in double discount range, right below your other one. 032 as usual. And then we're going to upgrade this Alchemist to a 420 so that it buffs both of these guys. It should throw the buff on this guy as well. Next, we're going to get another bouncing bullet right over here, just as top right as possible while still being in double discount range here. We're going to get another 032 bouncing bullet. And then another alch. This guy is just going to go as top right as possible, while still being in double discount range right here. Money is somewhat tight this run, especially on round 100, so we do want to get as many things as possible in double discount range. Get this alc to a 320 as well. And now we're just going to place a bunch of base towers. These guys are just placeholders for things we're going to upgrade later, just so that we can pack things as closely together as we can. And no space is wasted. First, we're going to get a glue gunner, just as top left as possible. An ice monkey as top right as possible. And then 2 tack shooters right over here. This guy is bottom left as possible, and this guy as top left as possible. And then we're going to get another sniper right here, between your tack shooter and your alchemist. Another 032 bouncing bullet, and then stronger stim on that alch as well. Now we have our DPS setup complete, so now we're just going to get some stalling and support. First, we're going to upgrade our base glue gunner that we placed just a few rounds ago to a 024 relentless glue set to strong. You should be able to finish upgrading it on round 89. And speaking of round 89, any round that is on the outer 2 lanes will look somewhat sketchy because we do not have Gwen's heated up buff because Gwen is not attacking. So yeah, kind of annoying. And then for 90, so our elite defender can see camo, get radar scanner on your bottom discount village. For 92, get yourself a 204 Moab press right over here, set to strong. We're going to get 3 of these guys, but not quite yet. We'll just get the first one for now. And the reason we're going for 204 over 024, even though 024 should technically be better in this case, is because 024 actually pops the left side of round 98 too quickly, not allowing our snipers to kill the right side fast enough. Get a second press on 93 over here, set to strong as well. 93 is by far the sketchiest round in the entire run. Like, it'll look like the BFBs and DDTs are exiting, but I've never actually lost to it. Using a Firestorm can completely trivialize this round, but no abilities. I would just recommend using a Firestorm, though, when the DDTs show up, just so everything has the heated up buff. Like, this is normal if you don't use the Firestorm. Firestorm will make this round completely free, though, so if you want to use it, just go for that. It's a single button press. 94 should just get absolutely destroyed by our snipers, though. And then for 95, we're finally going to be upgrading this ice. We're going to get this guy to a 410 embrittlement. And then primary training on our village. The DDTs should just get absolutely destroyed by our massive sniper army. And then for 96, right over here in this bend, get a glue gunner and upgrade it to a 023 Moab glue set to strong. This guy is mostly to help out for 98, not really for this round. And the reason we're putting him here as opposed to somewhere lower is because we also want this guy to glue the insides to the fortified BFBs just so they pop quicker. For 97, get yourself the third Moab press right over here, 204 set to strong, and then we're going to start upgrading these tack shooters. Both of these guys are going to be upgraded to 204 overdrives. These guys are specifically for round 100 damage. So, yeah, they also help out a little bit on 98, though, because if fortified BFBs on the left side pop a bit early, they will deal with them while our snipers can still focus the right side. Because the way we're beating 98 is to kill the right side as fast as possible, and then deal with the left side afterward. Yeah, all of your snipers should be completely focusing the right side here. $99 should be pretty easy. And then for round 100, final upgrade, or like final tower, well, final 2 towers actually. A 104 sticky bomb right over here in single discount range. And then another alchemist right over here. 320 buffing our overdrive. If you can't afford 320 on the alchemist, that's fine. You should still be okay. Should be buffing our overdrive here. This should just beat round 100, and the insides should just barely be in Relentless Glue's range to glue, and then win. Boom! With that, you should now have your Bloody Puddles Black Border with quite possibly the easiest strat ever. No abilities, no 100% required micro, and no Geraldo. I hope this guide helps you out in some way. Have a nice rest of your day, and goodbye. Gwen, OP.